Sometimes in life, you feel like you need someone with you. And specifically in Minecraft, you may want to tame a horse or a wolf or a cat, whatever. Point is that you want someone to be with you most of the time. But do you really even need them? Look at it like this. When you tame a horse, you don't really need it. You just want to get somewhere faster. You didn't tame it because you felt lonely, but just for a specific reason. But yes, that reason can also be that you're lonely and you just want company. But the point here is that you don't really need it. You just want it. Like I said, you most probably just want to get somewhere faster and that's it. But the thing is, you can also walk. You can run. The same thing could be said about the wolf. You don't really need the wolf. Because you know that when you get better armor and gear, the wolf won't really help you anymore. And it may be a nuisance if the wolf dies, because you get used to being with it and now you want it again. So maybe you will go out and find some wolves in the forest to tame. I just want you to think twice if you really need it. Won't it be a nuisance later? Will you even use the horse for the travel? You also need to tend to him and bring him food. But I don't want to be negative here. I just speak from my own experience with people. And when you look at it from the Minecraft point of view and real life, it's kinda the same. And it doesn't even need to be Minecraft. You see, I had problems like this with the people I trusted. I relied on them. I thought that if I do something for them, they would do something for me. It doesn't really work like that, I guess. That's why I learned that being dependent on people or things only leaves you devastated afterwards. Whatever the connection and situation is, you should never fully depend on other people, and you should know at least some way to handle the things you need to handle. The worst kind of dependence is emotional. I felt that too, not only when I needed something from someone. I've experienced real betrayal from some people, from my closest friends. That's the main reason I'm telling you all this, because the emotional part is the worst one. The thing itself can most of the time be fixed, but the emotional damage really can't, and it leaves a scar on you. And you don't want that for anyone else, really. So when you take matters into your own hands, you know you can trust yourself to do it, because you really want to do it. You know yourself. There is no what if. That way it is much safer and more reliable than depending on something external, on something. I also do realize that this kind of living is like living in a cage a bit, because you learn to depend only on yourself. I know that in the future it can cost me my friends, but I would rather do things I want and get than get attached and dependent on someone that doesn't really care about me. It's like the saying that goes, you build the walls so high up that no one can come in and destroy what's inside, but you also can't get out of there either. So yes, it may be a cage in a sense, but it's a cage I'm willing to stay in for now. Maybe it is unhealthy, but I think you know what I mean. You can tell me in a comment.